Hi Gemini, welcome back to Blossom Life Tarot, and today we are going to read the cards for you for the month of March 2023. We'll see what energies are you really inviting from the universe and the best areas and the worst areas of your life in this month. So let's get ahead. Um, from a reading perspective and from the presence of all the angels and cards here, I would say that you're dealing with a heartbreak right now. This heartbreak talks about presence of a third party in your relationship, wherein you need a lot of strength here. A few of the Geminis here are dealing with a third party situation in their life, and because of this third party, I'm not saying that you will break down. The good part is that you're a very very brave person. You're very courageous, and with this courage, you're trying to solve the situation on your own. The situation is not that great. People who are dealing with third party situations right now, a few of you, that's what I see here. Let's just quickly clarify the Three of Swords here and see what additional message we get here. So the problem here is, or I will not call it a problem area, the situation is so that you have carried a lot of responsibilities of this relationship on your shoulder. Because of that, you felt quite burdened and you were doing it pretty well. Now when you got to know that this third person is actually participating in this relationship and is a active part of this relationship, you felt broken. And somewhere in your head you started feeling that you were such a nice person, such an energetic, and such a your life was more meaningful before you got involved in this relationship, wherein you were actually burdened with a lot of things on your head. You're thinking about it right now that you were better off alone rather than getting into this relationship. Things were pretty much good for you earlier, but then why did you really you got into it? So suddenly you're missing your past life before you got into this relationship. You're missing yourself right now, Gemini, and that's the thing which is pretty much visible here in the cards. You don't want to carry out those relationships, your relationships anymore, the ones which got onto your head or your shoulders because of this particular person. You need change in life. You feel like all your life is shattered, what everything was lie, whatever you are living right now, and you want to move ahead in life. So somewhere in your head, though it is not physically happening right now, in your head you are thinking of moving on. You don't have any intentions of forgiving this person and being with this person for long. You have straightforward approach here. I want to move on in life. I want to go ahead in life. I don't want this person anymore in my life. I know which is my way forward. Maybe you were working earlier, now you want to just get back to your work and you want to just start something new. That's something which is pretty much visible here, but then I know the situation is not very promising here, not very happy kind of a scenario for you, Gemini. But let's quickly see that if you decide to move on in life and if you actually don't move on in this life, let's look at both the scenarios, okay? If you don't move on, okay, and if you decide to move on, okay, so both are very very interesting scenarios right now, and I will tell you why. If you don't move on in this relationship, you be in this relationship and you stay there, you will become a queen of emotions here. You will become someone who's actually able to dominate the entire empire. You are the one who's dominating the entire kingdom right now of your life. Okay, you become that person, but you will have a lot of pain in your heart. Okay, so these are pros and cons of every situation. This is what you get out of this situation if you don't move on. You decide to just throw out this person from your life and then you stay there with that person. This is what you get. Now, if you don't know that, you become all the more courageous here. You will become all the more strong person here, and then with that you actually end up meeting someone from your past. Or maybe you're thinking of starting your new business. You are actually thinking about getting into a partnership right now with one of your friends who was a part of your past life. So this is a reunion I see happening here. If you ask me which situation is better for me to go ahead, I think this situation is pretty uncertain. There's no chance. I don't really see any evident chances of you being successful here. It's just that you want to move ahead and you want to move ahead with something which was a part of your past life. Here, there are a lot of chances that your life becomes more stable and you become, things will come, everything will come in your control, but they're not immediately with time, because this card is talking about a lot of balance. You will always be at the edge of something. You will always have this doubt in your mind that if the things are still the same as it was, or the situation you were earlier in, or the heartbreak you're going through right now, will it come back? that thought process will also be there. Okay, so both the situations have a dicey kind of a, uncertain kind of a scenario right now. This here also you can succeed, and here also you can succeed. So I leave the chances I leave the possibilities up to you. How do you want to take it ahead? Both the situations have possibility of growth, but that growth is uncertain. This situation will always have doubt in your head. This one, you will shine. So if you want to move on in life, choice is yours. If you can't really live without this person, there is no harm in being in this relationship also. Here, there's a lot of chances that you will grow. You will grow, but you will be. The chances of getting into a relationship are very low here. There will be a scenario wherein you are professionally successful, but then personally you feel alone. Okay, so that's what I see for you. Gemini here. Let's move ahead in your reading and see what else do we really see as a message here. Someone is dealing with marriage kind of a scenario here. So people who were actually in the similar situation earlier, a third party situation, the chances are that March will bring a lot of stability in your life, or your partner will have a desire of stability with you. He wants to spend more time with you, and this month will bring both of you quite close to each other. The 10 of Cups, it has appeared in the reading, and good part about your reading is that a lot of cups have appeared in the reading. Cups carry water. Water, resembles emotions, and emotions are all about family, relations, and all. So again, I will say the more you watch my videos, the more you learn about tarot as well. So this month is going to be all about emotions, dealing with relations, dealing with people around you. This is a very, 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 very beautiful month in terms of emotions, and few people are. This is not going to be a very happy scenario, but few of you who have already passed this phase through in your in their life. They've gone through a lot already, and then this is the month which is bringing you both closer to each other. I'll share something with you after the reading. There's something which is my experience while I meet up with a lot of people, meet up and do a lot of relationship readings. I'll share something with you all. This month is actually getting a lot of you away from home for money. So people who are watching this video for career reading, I think this month is going to get you some new opportunity work-wise, wherein you will decide to move to a different city. This month will actually get you away from your family for job. So there are high chances you will actually move to a different city for job. The work will keep you very, very occupied. You will not have time to eat also. This job is going to keep you busy. The reason why you're making a switch is because the current job has put you here. You don't see your growth here. You feel like stagnant. You don't feel you're going anywhere right now in your life. So this month is talking about that particularly, and then obviously there are chances of you getting another job in a different city and you're moving there. Okay. Few of you are also will be a part of some kind of a dispute, which is again related to house. So I'm not saying it's a legal dispute, but then there's some disturbance in house because of some or the other reason. I think there's some lady single mother, single energy you're dealing with. This person is bringing a lot of disturbance in the life, or this person can be the reason that you are actually having this disturbance in the life, or in people's life. Okay, so your paradise is getting, happiness of your paradise is actually getting impacted by someone who looks like a single mother energy or single parent energy. The dispute is all about money. It is not an emotional dispute. So someone you're asking for money, or someone wants you to sell off your house and then give that money to this person. Can be anything, but this is more to do with money. Okay, so this month is going to be a very beautiful month for people who are at the verge of making decisions in relationship. That's very important here. And I also see that you need to be a little careful when it comes to your money matters. That's very important here. Relationships wherein you are in a third party situation, it is important that you decide first what you really want and then take a step forward. Don't make any hasty decisions here. Just in a fit of anger you say I don't want to be with you. Just sit down, evaluate pros and cons of being with that person or not being with that person, and then decide further. Be selfish about your happiness. I would say that. A lot of people, when they come to me for relationship readings, and we talk about relationships here, This is the observation that a lot of cases, a lot of a lot of us, when I talk to people, they're going through relationship disputes, and one of every third person I'm talking to, I see that there is some third party who's involved here. I want to share something very beautiful with you. Um, when it comes to physical relationships, when you get into a relationship with a person, and you are actually living with that person, you share the karmas of that person also. Okay, so whatever impact, whatever bad good he or she has done in life, you are being partner, you're being a part of that karma. So whatever good bad he has done, it will impact you also. Okay, so it is always good to keep yourself separate and clean from these kind of things, because these will impact you in a longer run. In immediate situation, when lust is actually ruling your head, you don't think about all these things. But trust me that this impacts you in the long run. Marriage is an institution which is a sacred institution. You should actually not get into something which is unethical and think that nothing will happen and it is not going to impact you, even if physically, or in a physical form you're not able to see it, but in a spiritual form you will certainly see the effects of it in your life. So try to be careful about these things. Take care of yourself. It's important to taking care of your family, yourself and your family as well. It's very important. Be happy, be nice to people around you, and keep watching Blossom Light Tarot readings. Subscribe to the channel if you like the channel and the readings as well, like the video, and my details are mentioned in the description box below. Please follow the same if in case you want to go for a reading.